LaVar Arrington, Coach Mangini, they're both back. Let's head out to Cam Newton and potentially in Arizona. And Cam Newton's still looking for work. He might have a hot lead on a new opportunity. According to a new CBS Sports column, the Arizona Cardinals might be the best place for Cam to resurrect his career, with Cliff Kingsbury needing an insurance policy in case Kyler Murray goes down. And Cam's dual threat abilities making him a good fit. LaVar, think Cam being around will be good for Kyler Murray?
Would it be good for Kyler Murray? Under great circumstances, yes. But it has to be a no, because I think Cam still has the identity of being a starting quarterback. Coming into a scenario where you're still thinking you're the starter, right? And you got young Kyler who's still trying to find his way heading into his second year. I think that could be very challenging, so to speak, of how strong the presence and the personality of Cam Newton is. Plus, how are you going to make this work? I mean, you just signed Huntley back as the backup, and that took pretty much the money that they had. What would you offer Cam? Where's the money coming from? And so I think for those two reasons, I don't think that it would be a good idea, or would it work?
Yeah, I don't see this making much sense either. The big question with Cam is whether or not he's healthy. And if he's healthy, he's better than a lot of starting quarterbacks in the NFL. So assuming that he's healthy and he goes there, he's going to be frustrated being a backup. In addition to that, typically backups that are at a different stage in their career, and they're willing to be teachers and mentors. And Cam has a big personality. He's never, I can't imagine Cam Newton's ever been a backup anywhere that he's been for any significant amount of time. And it's a huge adjustment. And you've got a very young quarterback who's starting. That dynamic isn't really what you're looking for from a coaching perspective. And then LaVar makes another good point. How much money are you going to be able to pay him? Is he going to be willing to accept $1.5 million like some of these backups are getting? That's a significant pay cut. And even people with the smallest of egos, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Now, this may sound strange, but I don't think Cam Newton goes into any situation as a backup unless he's allowed to backstab that starter. What does that mean? That means that starter has a chance, a position where he doesn't have a stranglehold on it. So Cam can silently root against that guy having the lack of production that gives the opportunity to Cam. Most situations, you only get a chance if the guy gets injured. Cam, as a backup, needs to be in a situation where the guy could play himself out of that position. And that's not happening in Arizona right now. No, look at Cam Newton. His number is number 1, not number 2. So Cam is like, miss me as soon as I hear number 2 on your depth chart. I wear number 1 for a reason. This is a Cam Newton who has the resume where he's just going to sit there and say, will y'all relax? Because of your lack of patience, you're trying to fit me into a situation that doesn't make sense and that doesn't optimize my abilities. Cam went to an Ivy League school and is a former CEO of a Fortune 500 company. And people are telling him to go deliver groceries for Instacart right now. Take anything he can just to pay the bills. Cam is going to be patient. Cam's going to wait for the perfect situation. He's not Jameis Winston, who just took a cheap deal and hopefully it works out. Cam is still shooting for the stars like the star he is.